Hi, this is Alex from devstories.eu. Deep Agents, Episode 10 of 16. If you dump 50 different API documentation guides into your system prompt, your agent will not get smarter. It will just get distracted and fail at basic tasks. You need a way to give an agent deep expertise without blowing up the context window. Progressive disclosure with skills solves exactly this problem. A skill in Deep Agents acts like a modular brain upgrade. It allows you to package complex logic like AWS deployment rules or custom data science workflows into an isolated directory. To build one, you simply create a new folder, name it after your skill, and place a file named exactly SKILL.md inside it. A common misconception is that the framework just appends the entire contents of this file to the system prompt. It does not. Doing that would put us right back at the overloaded context window problem, degrading performance and increasing costs. Instead, the framework relies on a pattern called progressive disclosure, which happens in 3 steps: match, read, and execute. At the very top of your skill.md file, you write a front matter block. This is formatted as basic YAML and contains just a name and a short description. Here is the key insight. The framework only loads that brief description into the initial system prompt. The agent reads the description and decides if it matches the current user request. This is the match phase. If the agent decides the skill is relevant, it does not guess what to do next. It actively uses an internal tool to fetch the rest of the skill.md file. This is the read phase. Now the agent has the full, detailed instructions temporarily loaded into its working memory for this specific turn. Finally, it moves to the execute phase, where it follows those detailed instructions to complete the task. When the conversation moves on to a different topic, the heavy payload is dropped and the agent goes back to its baseline state. Consider a scenario where you want to build a skill called LangGraph Docs. Your skill.md front matter has a description stating this skill provides instructions and internal URLs for searching the LangGraph documentation. The body of the file contains those actual internal URLs and the specific search methodology. When a user asks what LangGraph is, the agent checks its active skills. It sees the short description, realizes it needs more information to answer the question, and requests the full document. It reads the URLs, performs the search, and formulates an accurate answer. Without progressive disclosure, you would have to paste all those URLs into the main prompt for every single conversation. When building a library of skills, you might run into conflicts where 2 skills try to define instructions for similar tasks. Deep Agents resolves this using source precedence. The rule is simple: the last one wins. Whichever skill is loaded last will override conflicting instructions from earlier ones in your configuration. The execution of your entire agentic workflow hinges on how well you write that front matter. Keep your descriptions precise and your skill bodies heavily detailed, because the agent will only read the full file if you sell it on the description first. That is all for this one. Thanks for listening, and keep building.